Hello everybody! 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. Wednesday, February the 6th, the year 2013. What do you think about Obama and that Department of Justice memo saying that it's okay to kill Americans if they are suspected of being a upper operative in Al-Qaeda or some type of force that's against the country? What do you think about that? Now, what I want you to do is compare and contrast that with the fact that we had some enemy combatants that we had to read their Miranda rights, even though they weren't citizens of the country. And we couldn't violate their civil rights. And we're not allowed to torture them with waterboarding. So in other words, people who aren't citizens, we have to treat them with kid gloves. But Americans, oh, we'll just kill them. I know you might think that sounds crazy, but I'm not making this stuff up. It's all over the internet. Documents are out. Heard it on the news and talk radio. I guess some of us really aren't that shocked because we know the government's probably been engaged in this for a long time. Think Hoover, think McCarthy. But I think that's just the nature of government. Doesn't matter at what level. It just seems that there's a certain type of person or personality that is attracted to those positions of power so they can then force their will upon others. I mean, whether it's through religion, through law, through government. They just take that power and just use it. And they don't care about what happens to anybody else. I mean, it's some scary stuff when you think about it. But then most people go, well, you know, I'm not a target. I'm not doing anything, so they won't come after me. You know, they'll say, oh, what happened in Nazi Germany won't happen here. No. That won't happen here. Can't happen. This is the U.S. of A. We wouldn't have concentration camps, and we wouldn't put people behind bars without fair trial. Do you really believe that was really ever the case? I mean, it's funny reading history books nowadays, because you get a history book nowadays in school and they'll talk about the 1990s, the 1980s, the 1970s, the 1960s. I've lived through those, and their recollection is not quite the same as mine. We're all biased and prejudiced in some way, shape, or form. We all recount and remember things differently. But, I mean, on the bell-shaped curve, it seems like they're way off. They're an outlier. They're way extreme. The things they put in and the things they leave out. It's just like, huh? I don't remember that. Or, that's not the way that happened. I guess that's one of the nice things about YouTube and cell phones, the ability to take pictures and video. You can capture what we see, put it out there so others can see it. But even some of those images can be manipulated, like that Obama shooting a shotgun. That just still cracks me up. It's like they said if he was shooting skeet, He'd be like this instead of like this. But I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I said, maybe he was shooting trap. But even then, the gun's going to be slightly elevated. But in either case, you're not going to see any smoke coming out of the end of a shotgun. That's just too funny. But that's really chilling, that Department of Justice document. Not to mention the drones. And I talked about that earlier this week after reading that Time magazine article. You know, some people claim that technically we are living under martial law because they basically suspended the Constitution through the NDAA and the Patriots Act. Not to mention the free speech zone. Just have to wonder what they're trying to do. What are they trying to do? I'm wondering if there is some bigger diversion. Or if this is all one big diversion, if there's something else that we're not seeing. What could they possibly be doing because as it was mentioned, Obama talks about everything except the economy. The thing that really needs to be talked about and focused. I like that one Facebook cartoon or picture of Obama photoshopped where he said, budget? What, if I had a budget then I couldn't spend all, like I can. I couldn't keep spending. So maybe that's why they don't have a budget. Things like that are only funny because it's true. Really have to wonder what they're up to. What do you guys think they're up to? Got any ideas? I'd like to hear them. But the fact that they want to protect enemy combatants and give them the rights of a U.S. citizen and not allow torture such as waterboarding, but on the other hand, come out and say they can kill an American citizen if he or she is suspected, without proof, without evidence, of possibly being someone of importance, significance, a high operative in Al-Qaeda or some other force that could be against the country. I'm going to have to go back to the way I used to say it. Wake up, America. Smell the hypocrisy.